Looping structure in Visual Basic. Okay, so loops are, what are the need of loop? Loop will execute a set of statement repeatedly till the condition is satisfied. Till the condition is true, when then it will execute a set of statement repeatedly. So loops are required whenever a set of statement must be executed a number of times. So looping structure in Visual Basic can be classified into two categories depending upon the position of the controls, the position of the condition. So there are two types of loops. One is called your entry control loop, another one is called your exit control loop. So let's learn about the entry control loop in Visual Basic. So entry control loop check the condition before entering the loop. That means condition checking is done at the beginning of the loop. Then in such loop, the body of the loop is executed only when the condition is true. So when the condition is true, then only the body of the loop will execute. Otherwise, the control will transfer to the next statement outside the loop. Let's come for the exit control loop in Visual Basic. So exit control loop will test the condition at the end of the loop. So condition checking is done at the end. So in this loop, even if the condition is not satisfied at the end, the body of the loop is executed at least once, since the condition is tested at the end of the loop. Okay, and the statement will be executed till the condition is true. So let's learn there are four types of basics loops in Visual Basics. So let's learn the Visual Basic looping statement. So Visual Basic provide the following looping statement. While wend loop. Okay, it will start with while, it will end with the W-E-N-D, wend. Then do loop. And the next one is called your for next loop. Next one is your for each next loop. This is another variation of for loop. Remember one thing, your while loop and your for next loop are called your what? Entry control loop. It is called your entry control loop, while your do loop can be treated as a what, exit control loop, or it can be treated as a entry control loop. Okay, so let's learn first about the while and when loop. Okay, so while when loop syntax will be like that. First you have to type while, then you have to give your condition, and inside then the block of statement, then you have to close what, W-E-N-D, wend. Okay, till the condition is true, the statement inside the loop will be executed. Okay, I want to print 1 to 10 using which loop? Using while when loop. Let's see how to do. Okay, so in this case you declare one variable I as a integer. Okay, and you initialize I to 1. Okay, so I'm taking the small variable. Okay, the capital variable. Okay, I equal to what? I equal to 1. Okay, so if I will type while, what is my condition? My condition will be while I less than while I less than or equal to 10, because I start with what? I start with what? 1. Okay, so then what I will do? I will print the value of I on the form. Okay, it will print how much? First I is how much? 1. 1 is less than 10, true. So it will enter to the while loop. Condition is true. So it will print the value of I is how much? 1. Now what I will do? I will increment the I value by 1. So I equal to I plus 1. So I'm taking it as a capital I, if you want. Okay, so now look at here, I equal to I plus 1. So I is how much? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So again, next you have to type W-E-N-D, W-Wend, while loop end. Okay, you have to type like that. After that, again it will go for condition checking. 2 is less than 10. So true. Then again 2 printed. Then I equal to I plus 1. So 2 plus 1 is how much? 3. Again, control will go to the beginning of the loop. Again 3 is less than 10. So again 3 got printed. So I will increase by 1. Okay. So like that till your time will come, your I is suppose 10, 10 plus 1 is what? 11. So again it will go to the loop. 11 is less than 10, false. 11 is equal to 10, false. That time the loop will stop. So this is the code for printing 1 to 10. So if you can change this range to 100, you can print from 1 to 100 also. Okay, this is the syntax of your which loop? While loop. Let's go for the which loop? Do loop. Okay, syntax of do loop is your do, and here this do loop condition checking is done at the beginning of the loop. Next do loop what? Do, then statement, then what? Loop, then you have to type it until and condition. Okay, so here this loop, this is your entry control loop or exit control loop. This is your exit control loop. Okay, this loop is because condition checking is done at the and here it has 4 syntax. Okay, because you can see this one is condition checking is done at the and. Then you have to one more syntax is the do, statement, loop. Last time you have used here until, now you have to use here while. Do, blocker statement, then loop, while, condition. This is also your do. This do loop is also exit control loop. Condition checking is done at the beginning. But now come for the syntax of your C and D. But in this case your do loop, do, until, condition. Okay, and the statement will execute. Okay, and loop. So this is not your exit control loop, this is your entry control loop. So in this case your do loop is treated as a entry control loop. And another one more syntax, do instead of until you can use what? Instead of until you can use while, then condition, then statement, then you have to type a loop. Okay, so there are 4 variation of your which one? Your do loop. So in 2 cases it is treated as a entry control loop and other 2 cases is treated as a exit control loop. So now I will show you the printing of 1 to 10 using which one? Using entry control loop. Using exit control loop. Same thing, you have to declare one variable dim I as integer. You have to initialize I equal to how much? 1. After that you have to type do. After that what you have to do? Here you have to do print. You have to print the value of I. So I is how much? I is 1 got printed. Now I will check the condition. Okay, here sorry, I have to type here loop. So loop, and here I will give while, or you can give until. So it's loop, while, and what I will give the condition here? I will give the condition I should be less than or equal to 10. So okay, so at least one time the body of the loop will execute. Okay, even if the condition is not satisfied, because this is your what condition checking is done at the end. Okay, so it will print from 1 to 10. Okay, we will do the program on this. Okay, now next come for which one? For next loop. Okay, you can see the syntax for going for the syntax. So first learn how to print 1 to 10 using for loop. Okay, so I will use for, I will declare dim I as integer, and I here, yeah, the variable is what? I. To run any loop we require 3 things. One is initialization of counter variable, in this case I, the condition like I less than equal to 10 is called your condition, and either increment of the loop or decrement of the loop. I equal to I plus 1 is increment, I equal to I minus 1 is your what? Decrement. So I will start from what? 1, and it will go from what? Up to, it will print up to 10. And how the I equal to what will happen? I will type step 1. You know what is the meaning of step 1? Step 1 is means I equal to I plus 1. If I have written here step 2, okay, that means I equal I plus 2. If I have written step 5, that means I is incremented by 5. I equal I plus 1. Okay, so then you have to type here, you are going to print I value. Okay, I is how much? 1. It will print. And next, after this you have to type here next. Okay, so you can see the syntax. So I 1 got printed, after printing 1, I value is incremented by what? 1. I equal to I plus 1. Step 1 incremented by 1. Again it will go for, now it will check, this is the starting, and 10 is the which one, end index. So this is your starting range and this is your ending range. So it will check, okay, it is lies between 1 to 10, 2 is lies between 1 to 10, so it will print 2. Again 2 value incremented by 3. Again it will check, so 3 is lies between 1 to 10, so again it will print 3. Again 3 equal to 3 plus 1 by step 1. After that again it will go, again check, okay, 4 is lies between 1 to 10, again it will print what, 4. So you can see now here what is the syntax of your for loop. You take one index and you have to, what you are going to initialize, the index will start from which value. You have to specify the start value. This is your start value, then you have to type 2, then this is your end value, then you have to type your step either increment or decrement. Suppose you forgot to type steps, means it will increment the value by 1. Okay, so this is the program I shown you to print 1 to 10 using while loop, using do loop, using for next loop. Even we can print from 10 to 1. We can print from 10 to 1 using which one? Using this 3 loop. Let's see how to do these things. Okay, so I'm going here. Again, I'm going to the which loop? I'm going to the while loop. This time we will print what? With this time we will print from 10 to 1. How to print from 10 to 1? So what I will do? I will print from 10 to 1, reverse order. Okay. So how to print? Using while loop. So here I have to type while. You declare I variable. Okay. I will initialize. Remember one thing. Same thing how you are doing in C or Java. Same thing. You initialize the variable I equal how much? 10. Because I want to print it from 10. I will check the condition. I should be greater than 0. When the time will come I will be 1, and the time will come when I become 0. That time this loop has to be stopped. So when I greater than 0, what I will do? I will print the value of I. Then what I will type here? When. So then here what we forgot, after printing I is how much initially? 10. 10 greater than 0, true or false? True. So what will get printed? Printed 10. 10 got printed. After that what I will do? I will type I equal to I minus 1. I equal to I minus 1. I is how much? 10. 10 minus 1 how much? 9. Again it will go to the beginning of the loop. Okay. Again 9 is greater than 0. True. Again 9 got printed. Then I equal I minus 1. 9 minus 1 how much? 8. Again 8 greater than 0. Okay. True. 8 printed. Like that the time will come. I is how much? 1. 1 minus 1. 0. Again it will go to the beginning of the loop. 0 is greater than 0. False. That time the loop has to be stop. So this is the code for printing reverse order from 10 to 1. Let's do the same thing using which loop? Using do loop. Okay, let's do the same thing using which loop? Do loop we will do. Okay, this is your do loop. So let's do it. Print now. So what to do here? You initialize same thing. I equal to how much? To 10. Okay, here you type do. Then here what to do? Print. I'm printing I on the form. Okay, after that you decrement the I. I equal to I minus 1. Okay, to run any loop we require 3 things. One is initialization of variable, then condition, that whether increment or decrement. Here I is greater than 0. Okay, here I have to type what? I have to type here loop, because this is the do loop. So do loop while I greater than 0. Otherwise I can type here until. You check with the until how it is working. So this is the, what is the mistake here? I am decrementing loop. So it will print 10. It will enter, it will print 10. 10 minus 1, I is how much? 9. So 9 is greater than 0. True. Again it will go for the beginning of the loop. Again it will print 9. Then again 9 minus 1. It is a 8. 8 is greater than 0, true. So like that it will print from 10 to what? It will print from 10 to 1. And this is your condition is here what? Your condition is I is greater than 0. So let's do the same thing using for next loop. We will print in reverse order. How to print? Okay, look at here now. For I equal to 1, 2, not I start from 10 and I will go up to what? I will go up to what is the start is 10, end is 1 and it will decrement. So that's why I will type here step minus 1. Step minus 1 means step I equal to I minus 1. Okay, after that I will, what I will do? I will print which value? I value, then which one? For, then I have to type here next. Okay. So this is the printing of 10 to 1. Okay. Now, suppose I want to print all even number. I want to print all even number from 1 to 100. How to do this program? Okay, I will show you now. So what is the program? Program to print all even number. Okay, between 1 to 100. We will do it using while loop, do loop and for loop. So how to do? Look at here now. So what I have to do? Type. Okay. So here you can see you take one variable I as dim I as integer. You declare that variable. Then initialize I to how much? 1. Okay. Okay. Suppose I'm initializing I to 0. Remember one thing. No need to initialize the variable to what? Okay, you initialize to 1. Okay, so let's check what will happen. Okay, so now what I will do now? I will check the condition. While I is less than or equal to 100, it will, the loop will execute till your I is less than equal to 100. So in this case, I will take one if statement. Okay, and I whatever if the number I will use mod will give me what remainder. I will divide it by 2. I will divide the number by 2 means I mod 2, it gives me remainder. If the remainder is 0, that means that number is which number? Even number. That number is which number? Even number. Okay, so 1 mod 2 remainder will come what? 1. So 1 equal to 0, false. So that means this condition is false. So this if part will not execute. If it is divided by 2, it will print the value of I. Okay, and here I have to type and if, and here I have to increment I equal to I plus 1. Okay, and I have to close while loops. How to do? W-E-N-D, while-wend. Understood? So here I equal to what? 1. 1 less than 100, true. Again it will enter into the loop. Now it will check for the condition. I mod 2 will return how much? 1 mod 2 means return 1. 1 equal to 0, false. So it will not print. Then I equal I plus 1, I is how much now? 2. It will go to the beginning of the loop. 2 less than 100, true. Now 2 mod 2, it will return what? 0. So 0 equal to 0, true. So it will print a 2. After the I plus 1, 3. 3 less than 10, but 3 mod 2, 2, it will return 1. So if you mod you are using dividing by 2, remainder either will come 1, remainder either will come 0. If the remainder is coming 0, that means that is the even number. If the remainder is coming 1, that is the odd number. Okay, so this is the printing of which number? To print all even number between 1 to 100. So how you can change this program to printing all odd number? Just instead of 0, the remainder should be equal to what? 1. If the remainder equal to 1, that means this it will print all the odd number. Got it? So now the how to do using which loop, we will do using which loop, this thing using do loop. So just some part body of the loop I'm copying. This part is same, this is the code part, body of the loop which has to be executed repeatedly. So for that I'm copy paste. So first of what I have to type, I have to type do. Before that I will initialize I to 1, then I'll type do, then what is the body of the loop, b. Okay, control B, I will type. So this is the code is same, and then I will use loop, then I will use while condition I is less than equal to 100. The loop will run 100 times. Okay, so this is the understood, this is your do loop, condition is checking is done at the end. Okay, so next do printing of even number using which loop, for loop. Let's do it. So here what I will do, I will type for I equal to 1 to, I will print up to 100. Okay, I will go from starting in this 1 to 100, and what step I will type, step equal to, step is 1, step is 1. Okay, I equal I plus 1, then I'll paste all those code. Okay, for checking even number. Okay, then what is the next? Okay, this is all about the looping statement. Okay, next class, next session, I will do the coding for this 3 loop. Thank you, student, for watching.